Hey everybody, so we are in front of Vickerman, and for those of you who live in Minnesota, Vickerman is actually a local business for us. But I love Vickerman for a couple of things. One, they're local, which is fantastic for me, especially if I need something really quickly. But two, they have one of the best lines of shatterproof ornaments. And what's nice about their shatterproof ornaments, and we're going to get into this as we get into the showroom, is that they're drilled and wired, which means that the wire is actually permanently installed within the ornament itself. So if you have a windy day and you're installing these outside and the cap comes off, your ornaments still stay in place. And the other product that Vickerman does really nicely is their velvet tree skirts. And so we're going to showcase both of those. We might find some other things as we make a tour through this showroom, but really excited to showcase some of the things that we always enjoy from Vickerman. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Can't wait to show you around. Hello, how are you? All right, you guys, so I talked a little bit about Vickerman shatterproof ornaments, and I want to just kind of walk you through it. So there's different sizes, there's different finishes, and I've talked a lot about how finish matters. So let's talk first about size. And if you see up here, you can get a pretty good visual. They go anywhere from 400 millimeters, which is 15.75 inches, all the way down to 60 millimeter, which is about 2.5 inches. I will tell you that most of the projects that we do, we're gonna start no smaller than 4.75 or 120 millimeters, and we're gonna go up to about 10 inches, 250 millimeters. There are certain situations where we use the big guys, and that's if we're doing a really large 15-foot or 12-foot tree, or if we're doing some large ornaments underneath a tree where we want to use ornaments to actually create the skirt. But for the most part, we're going to be anywhere from the 10-inch to the 4.75 inch. So that's size. Let's talk a little bit about finish. So there's really 4 unique finishes that you'll want to consider. First one's going to be matte. So the matte finish is going to be just this basic kind of a dull finish. This is the matte finish in red. Then you've got the candy finish, which is going to have a little bit more of that pearl or sheen finish to it. And then finally you've got your shiny finish. So that's going to be your typical shiny ball. And then lastly, you've got the glitter finish. I like all of them, but let me tell you, the glitter finish, if you're going to be using them outside, is tricky. You're probably only going to get about 1 season out of it, especially if you live in a climate where you've got harsher weather, because the glitter will definitely come off more easily. So wanted to just kind of highlight the 4 or 5 different finishes. And then the other thing that makes the ornaments at Vickerman so phenomenal, I talked about this before, is that they're all drilled and wired. And so that means that the ornaments come with a piece of wire already in place, ready to essentially just use in a garland, a tree, a wreath. And they're drilled, which means that the wire actually comes through the ornament itself. And so even if this top were to come off, the wire stays in place, which means your ornament stays in place. And that's huge when you're doing big projects or outdoor projects or commercial projects where you might have a lot of traffic. So we have pretty much a large selection of any color, any finish, any size. You just need to reach out to us at info@holiday-bliss.com. We do not stock these, so it would be a special order, but happy to work back with Vickerman. They have most of these colors and finishes in stock all season long. So hopefully this you find helpful. I love using these outside especially, but if you have pets or children and you just don't want to worry about glass, this is a great option for you. Happy decorating. All right, so we've talked a lot about individual shatterproof ornaments, but look at these garlands of shatterproof ornaments. And what's great about these is they have a few different sizes on them. They come in a myriad of different colors. They even, if you keep looking down here, they come in the candy finish, they come in the shiny finish. But let me show you what's great about these garlands. If you want instant impact and you don't want to do a lot of one-by-one individual decorating, we're going to take this, follow me along to a green garland, and I'm going to show you how to create instant impact. And you can do this with any color. But you're essentially going to take this ball garland and you're going to weave it into a piece of green garland. And obviously I'm doing this really fast, so you probably, I'm not separating it out as evenly as you would. But take a look at this. I'm gonna take you around the corner so you can see one that's already done. But this is a great way to decorate quickly, but make a very much a designer impact statement. So if you look at this garland up here, they've actually taken 2 different colors of these ball garlands, a little bit smaller than this one, put it into a green pre-lit garland, and then also added some of these G40 frosted bulbs up there, which almost gives it another element inside that garland. This is easy and going to be something that you can probably do in an hour or so, and something for a real quick impact. All right, everybody, so tree skirts. It's a question that we get a lot, like how big should my tree skirt be? And I will tell you, it's probably the one design error that so many people make. They have a 72-inch tree in diameter, but they only have a 60-inch tree skirt, which means your tree skirt is receded, you know, behind the diameter of your tree. You want your tree skirt to actually come out at least 4 to 8 inches from the diameter of your tree. So if you have a 72-inch tree, you probably want an 84-inch tree skirt. I'm gonna share with you my favorite line of tree skirts. These velvet tree skirts from Vickerman are hands down one of my favorites. Not only are they well made, they've got some neat ruching on the diameter or on the perimeter of these as well, but they come in 3 different sizes, so a 60, a 72, and an 84-inch in diameter, and they come in 5 different colors. So we've got the midnight blue, we've got the red, we've got the dark green, we've got the white. There's also a black and a burgundy, so I actually lied. I think there's 6 colors, not 5. And again, super well made. And so if you have a 72-inch in diameter tree, get the 84-inch tree skirt. If you have a 60-inch in diameter tree, get the 72-inch tree skirt. But that's the one thing that I think as people talk to me about what can I do differently or how do I kind of demystify buying a tree skirt, make sure you're getting a tree skirt that's large enough in diameter to come around and out from the diameter of your tree. So if you're looking for a fantastic tree skirt, go to holiday-bliss.com. And remember, they also have the coordinating stocking. Happy decorating.